How are we doing, guys? Always to be Arsenal 1, Leeds 0, match review of the game. Look, it's disappointing to lose the game, but the overriding feeling coming into this review is one of pride. You know, I'm proud of the way the lads have played today, the way they tried to play their football today, the way we pressed, the way we started the game, the first half especially. And look, it's an overriding feeling of pride. It's disappointing to lose, it's always disappointing to lose. But at the end of the day, the bread and butter is the league. If we get promoted this season, we'll be playing games like this 5 or 6 times next season. You know, home, away, we'll be playing everyone we can want to play in English football. So, you know, we can't get too downhearted. The bread and butter is still the league. It was always the league. Even if we won today, it was still the league. So, you know, that's still the main thing. But, you know what, encouraged tonight, encouraged. You know, I think a good test this was tonight. And I think it could play a big part in our season, you know, in more ways than one. You know, I think it shows how ready we are for the Premier League. You know, without being arrogant, I do think we have got the quality to play at Premier League level. I do think we've got the quality to go up this season, and it's a good test. You know, it's no good going into the Premier League if you're nowhere near ready for it. And I think like this tonight has shown that, you know what, in that first half, we have got the quality to play in the Premier League. You know, we have got the quality to play the football we play in the Premier League, to make that happen in the Premier League, to make the fundamentals of it happen in the Premier League. So, you know what, encouraging tonight. It was encouraging. I thought we probably at least deserved a draw tonight. Yeah, I'd probably say a draw is about fair. You know, I think first half, you know, we've been well on top in that first half. You know, I think we should be going in ahead. The only criticism I would have in that first half was we didn't quite create enough clear-cut chances for us, kind of like opportunities. The amount of times we arrived in their box, I thought we could have created a few more clear-cut opportunities. But at the end of the day, you know, there was some good defending off Arsenal in that first half, some crucial blocks, etc, etc, so we couldn't quite break them down. But we did have good chances. We did have some very good chances. Alioski on that back post header. Bamford has one that was well blocked. I think we had a couple of other ones as well. It seems like a distant memory, that first half. But yeah, I thought we pressed exceptionally well. You know, Arsenal set up with that 4-2-3-1 shape they have done all season. They had that front four going of Pepe, Ozil, Reece Nelson and Alexander Lacazette. Obviously, it wasn't a full strength Arsenal team, but there's still some very good players on that pitch today. You know, look at Lacazette, Pepe. You know, and we kept that quiet, I thought we kept that quiet, especially in the first half. We didn't let any service go into him. I think Ozil had 9 touches of the ball in the first half, so immense work from us, immense work off Calvin Phillips. The pressing, we were winning the second balls. I just thought we were running the game. Thought Click today was absolutely exceptional throughout. Certainly in the first half, his pressing, you know, relentless pressing, you know, and just making things happen, you know, in that sort of like right half space to an extent. I thought Xhaka was looking over his shoulder a lot in that first half and was very rash in that first half because of the way Click was playing. I thought Jack Harrison was a massive threat on that right hand side. We're not seeing a lot of Jack Harrison on the right hand side, but you have to remember he's had some of his best games in the league shirt on that right hand side, and he was constantly cutting easily onto that left foot, you know, using his pace to get on the inside, and he was making things happen. Gianni Alioski, I thought pressed really well. Couple of times where I thought Gianni Alioski's end product should have been better in that first half. You know, he got some really good positions, but just sort of overcomplicated the final pass. But a good performance off Gianni Alioski as well, and he counted himself a little bit unlucky to have come off early in the game, you know, with half an hour to go in that lot. Defensively, for the fullbacks, Luke Ayling, Barry Douglas, absolutely exceptional. But Barry Douglas again, it's another performance where you've seen him really pocket a top quality winger in Nicolas Pepe. You know, he's done the same thing to Matty Phillips a couple of days ago, and he's done a really good job today. You know, I thought his passing, he's one of the best passers of the ball in the team, and I've constantly said this. You know, maybe, you know, I have had my criticism of Barry Douglas this season, you know, going into it. You know, I thought he started the season really well. He had a couple of iffy games, he's come out of the team, he's been injured. He's not been quite convincing when he's come back in, but I think now he looks fully fresh. You know, he's pushing up. You know, he's making some fantastic underlapping runs as well as overlapping runs. There was one moment where Alioski picks up the ball, Barry Douglas made an underlapping run, fantastic bit of movement off the fullback there. I thought Luke Ayling, again, Luke Ayling was composed, and the centre backs. You know, I don't think Arsenal have had many clear-cut chances today, even in that second half when they were much improved. You know, I thought we kept them really, really quiet. Ilan Meslier, I thought Meslier was outstanding today. He's made a couple of really good saves from distance, albeit from distance. But you know, he's not been one of those where the shots have come at him and he's palmed it back into dangerous areas. He's shown real good technique. You know, he's got the ball away. He's kept hold of the ball. He's judged things well off his line. His distribution was absolutely exceptional today. I think that's what really stood out. He was almost Edison-esque at times with that left foot. You know, really some really lovely pings with that left foot onto the right back, onto the left back, onto Ayling Douglas. You know, I thought that was really good, and it was a really, really encouraging first half. You know, really, really encouraging. And what annoyed me a little bit going into this game was that it was a case of, you know, we treated it a bit too much of a cup game. I think you know, some of the stuff I read on social media and that lot. Oh, let's just enjoy this day out. I think it's more than that for us. You know, I think it's more than that. You know, if we want to go into the Premier League, we've got to go to grounds like this and show what we can do. And so I was really happy with that. You know, I think there was a lot of underestimating of what this team can do. You know, going into the game. Not everyone. You know, I think we all, you know, believe in this team. But I think it was much more than a day out today. You know, I thought we really could have shown. And we did show. Let's make that clear. We did show our quality, and we can hold our own. You know, Robbie Gotts. I mean, yes, he went a little bit sloppy in the second half, but Robbie Gotts, my word, what a performance! What a performance! You know, he's been a right back, right winger for most of his time under Carlos Corberán. He goes to centre mid, and he puts in a performance like that. You know, he's dominated that midfield alongside Click against Xhaka and Guendouzi for a good 60 minutes of the game. Absolutely superb, absolutely fantastic seeing that. Yeah, and I think there's a lot more to come from Robbie Gotts. And Meslier as well, so it's really, I'm really impressed with what I've done. I really am impressed with what I've done. Second half, look, I'll be honest, the second half, I thought we went a bit sloppy. I think Arsenal definitely improved in that second half. You know, more than maybe we'd like to give credit to. I think Arsenal did improve in that second half. I think Arteta has clearly had words at half time. You know, it's clear to see. You know, there's a massive up in intensity. They win a couple more of the second balls than they did in that first half, where it was pretty much all. You know, all of us win that second ball. I think, you know, how much possession we had, and possession in dangerous areas as well. But yeah, they improved in that second half. The goals, a bit disappointing. You know, it's lucky, the goal. Let's be honest, it's lucky, you know, the way the goal came about. But Arsenal definitely did probably deserve a goal from their second half performance. They were better in the second half. There's no denying about that. But at the end of the day, they should be better in the second half. You know, they have got the extra quality. But we've got to be really proud of what we've shown tonight. We at least deserve to take this to a replay, really, based on what we've done, what we've produced. The only slight disappointment would be at 1-0 down, was just that end product. You know, as I said in the first half, you know, we just didn't quite show that composure at times. You know, with the final pass, the final shot, the final decision, the final cross, etc., etc. It just wasn't quite on it tonight, as it has been. You know, quite a lot this season. You know, certainly against Birmingham, we had 5 chances, we scored 5 goals. You know, if we just had that clinical edge from that game into Arsenal, it's just the way it goes sometimes. But, you know, something I said in the last video that got picked up on a little bit, I didn't quite explain it as well as I should have done, was when I was saying about the style of football. You know, loving seeing this style of football. That first half, amazing. When you see the team playing like that, going to Arsenal and dictating the game like that, Click just completely running the football match. Absolutely unbelievable. You know, pressing the ball well, passing the ball fantastically well. You know, causing problems throughout the game, controlling the football match. Absolutely outstanding to see. And yeah, Harrison, you know, look, just having free reign on that right hand side and just making things happen throughout. It's just amazing to see, and I think that's the big thing for me, really. You know, seeing performances like this, seeing the team play football like this. You know, I want promotion as much as anyone, but you want to enjoy it. You know, at the end of the day, football's about entertainment, and we are getting entertainment as well, and that's just as important as the results for me. You know, Marcelo Bielsa being in charge of your football club. You know, it's not just about the results; it's about the whole brand of football you get. The non-stop pressing. You know, the never-ending attacking flows of football. You know, the movement off the ball, you know, everything you get off Marcelo Bielsa's style of football. You know, there's so many other things to mention, you know, everything. You know, it's just the understanding, the chance creation. You know, you have to enjoy the football as well as the results, and that's the big thing for me. That's why I'm not nervous going to these last 20 games, because I'm really enjoying what we're doing at the minute. We're not at our best. You know, still things we can improve. You know, we were fantastic second half against West Brom. We were fantastic, absolutely fantastic for the first 60 minutes tonight. But there's still little bits and pieces we can improve on, and I think we're just going to get better and better and better as a team. You know, you've seen Barry Douglas, hopefully, is making a real case for himself at left back. You know, get that Douglas, Harrison left hand side, you know, going again. I'd really like to see that. You know, certainly from the first half of the season, the first couple of games, it looked really good, and there's some really good signs developing there. You know, Luke Ayling forming that good partnership with Helder Costa, Pablo Hernandez to come back in, Tyler Roberts to come back in. I'm feeling really positive, guys. You know, of course, we know January's coming up as well. Well, January's here, and we do want the right replacement for Eddie. We do probably want a replacement for Jack Clark. But I feel comfortable at the minute, guys. You know, I feel comfortable. It's going to be a long, long road. But the reason I feel comfortable is the style of football we play. If we continue to play like we did for the first 60 minutes tonight, 45 minutes against West Brom, last second 45 minutes against West Brom, we will get promoted. You know, we can't produce that level of intensity and not get results. You know, that's the thing. The performances and results going hand in hand. You know, at times we haven't been at our best this season, but we've still got the results. But if we play better, more intensity, better end products, etc, etc, etc. We're going to get the results, guys. So I'm feeling relaxed. I'm not being overconfident because there's still a long way to go. You know, Forest could only be 6 points behind us, but that's the thing. I don't feel pressure this season. I don't feel pressure because I think the team's shown tonight that it can play in high pressure situations. You've got Elan Meslier just pinging the ball with his left foot at Arsenal away on his debut. You know, showing unbelievable composure. If Kiko Garcia gets banned, I feel absolutely fine having me Elan Meslier in there. In fact, I feel really good tonight because I think it's probably showing Kiko that he's got competition. You know, Kiko's made a couple of mistakes last couple of games. If he keeps making mistakes, Elan Meslier is going to put pressure on him. He's been fantastic for the under-23s as well. Robbie Gotts has shown his quality. I thought Jordan Stevens did well when he came on today in the centre midfield role. Yes, the game probably was a little bit beyond us at that point, but he showed some lovely little bit of tenacity. Won the ball back a couple of times, a couple of nice little runs and crosses. I thought he did fine in the midfield roles. Yeah, I feel really positive, guys. I do feel really positive at the minute. You know, I'm really proud of what we produced tonight. We deserve something from it. Yes, okay. At times we went a little bit sloppy in the second half, but Arsenal improved as well. So all in all, I can't really ask for much more for the lads tonight. We're unlucky we've not got a result, but to be fair, controversial. But I'd have preferred to not have the replay. You know, I'm glad we didn't really get a replay out of it because the replay would have been a nightmare. You know, in terms of the games we've got coming up. And I think we can just focus on the league now. You know, we have to remember all the top 6 have gone. Well, I think 5 out of the top 6, top 7. I can't remember the exact stat, but a lot of the top 6, top 7 have gone through to the next round. So that's an extra game for them, extra bit of inconvenience, and it gives us possibly a couple of weekends off as well. You know, with the energy, the tenacity we play with, we do need as much rest as we can get. But guys, really proud of the lads, really proud of the team as well, all Leeds TV. I'm so proud of the team. Conor, what an absolutely wonderful job he's done getting Arsenal Fan TV on board for this game. Fantastic stuff, guys, and I can't thank you enough for your support. I'll see you later, guys, anyway. All Leeds TV.